Hi everybody, Lord Magicus, and we're going to play Merfolk in Legacy. Alright, so this week we're going to try something a little bit different now. For this version of this list, we're going to cut Silvergill Adept. Silvergill Adept is a card that used to be considered untouchable in our deck list, and recently people have experimented in Modern with cutting Silvergill for more beef or more interactive creatures in the deck. So I think I would like to try that in Legacy as well. Silvergill is a card that is very weak against things like Renin 6 and Plague Engineer, and with those things all over the place at the moment, I'm willing to maybe experiment with something else in that slot just to see if it works any better. So, and we're going to play some copies of Coral Helm Commander instead. Um, I think that having access to a flying creature that can also become an extra lord is going to be very strong. And for the fourth copy, I put an extra copy of Merfolk Trickster in because we need to protect our creatures a little bit more. If we're going to take away some of the card draw, then I think having more interactive stuff in the form of an extra Trickster is going to help. The other change I made is I'm going to remove the Echoing Truths, and I'm just going to move a Venser into the main deck, so that way we're not like stone cold dead to an Ensnaring Bridge or something like that. The Venser also helps us win through Glacial Chasm. If we come up against lands, it gives us an out in game 1 to try to win the game, so hopefully we won't need it for that purpose, but it's there. It's also still really good if we come up against a combo deck like Sneak and Show. As they go show and tell, we can bounce their Omniscience with it, so it's got some playability to it. Hopefully it's not going to be super necessary. I mean, 4 mana is a lot, but at the same time, its effect is also a very powerful one. So we'll see. Maybe Echoing Truth is better there, maybe not. But the reason I did that is so that we can free up an extra space in the sideboard, because I changed this up a little bit. So the things are the same. We're still running 2 Force of Negation, 2 Dismember. We're down to 1 Caracas, and we still have 2 Return to Natures. But we've also then, we kept the other Venser in the sideboard, but instead of the ley lines now, we're going to play 2 Surgicals and 3 Relics. And I think I want the 3 Relics because I need something to bring in against the Dreadhorde Arcanist decks that will interact with them pretty well. I don't want them to be able to infinitely flashback Lightning Bolts with that bitch. It is so hard to beat Dreadhorde when they keep getting value out of it every turn. So if we have Relics, we can. The Relic is going to undermine it. And the thing is, the Relics also undermine Renin 6 and Tarmogoyf, which those decks also usually play. So I'm happy to have a couple copies of it. It's still Graveyard Hate. It's a little bit worse against things like Black-Red Reanimator, but it's a little bit better against the fair Graveyard decks. It'll help more against stuff like Punishing Loam, where you can try to exile the Punishing Fire from their graveyard, or just the lands from Knight of the Reliquary and make it just a 2/2 creature. That'll be nice. And Surgical, still 0 mana interaction for decks like Reanimator, but also Surgical is a lot better against things like Punishing Fire, where you can just rip one specific key card from their deck. So I think that this will be fine. And the other piece of interesting tech we're going to try is Clip Wings. Each opponent sacrifices a creature at flying. Basically, it's our way to instantly kill a Merit Lodge, and there's nothing they can particularly do about it. When we cast it, there's no amount of protection they can have that saves it. They just have to get rid of Merit Lodge, and that's that. It buys us at least a few turns before they can set up to combo again. So hopefully this will be good enough. Yeah, we've got a lot of beef in the deck. I think Coral Helm's really strong next to Chalice of the Void. When you put Chalice in 1, it protects it from stuff like Fatal Push, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, and the other thing I want to say, when it has flying, this is also extra protection from Merit Lodge. So now we have a creature that we can trump block for a turn and potentially give us a chance to come back. So, alright, let's go and play. I just got done doing the Fishin' and Merfolk podcast with Cody and Dorian, so that should be fun. Look forward to seeing that. Simic, Merfolk, and Legacy. I think this is a thing. Like, honestly, I think the Lords are just really, really important against Plague Engineer, so I think Simic is going to be a good way to go forward with this deck. We have to innovate. If we don't adapt, we're gonna die. That's just how Merfolk is. It's how it's always been since day one. That's our strength. Merfolk is very good at adapting. We are used to using all the tools at our disposal, and when we don't have them, sometimes we reach out and try to find new ones. That's why I searched Gatherer to find Clipwings, and it turned out to be a really good answer to a deck that we struggle with a lot. So, hoping that it'll help us maybe steal that matchup a little bit more often. But yeah, it's all about adaptation, and that's what Simic is. It's all about adapting. So, all right, let's join. On the play. We cannot keep this. We only have one land, so we got a mulligan. This is also kind of risky. I think I'm willing to keep it, though. We're on the play, so we're going to have Vile. I'll put a Trickster on the bottom. Oops. So they kept 7. Yeah, I guess we're going to keep. Put Trickster, and then done. So even if we get Vile on 2, it might give us something to do with the mana. Hopefully we can just draw a land and just play Chalice in 1. It looks like it's not going to be relevant, though. This is a Merit Lodge deck, so fuck. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to be looking to that Clipwings a lot. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, so they took Chalice, so this might be a 4-color deck. Surprised they took that. I mean, maybe it is still a black-green depth deck. They have a lot of 1-drops, so if they're going to go something like Crop Rotation or, what was I going to say? Did it Elfish Rejuvenator? Or the 1-drop Elf? No, okay, so this is a Ren and 6 deck. Never mind. 4-color. Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's... Could be Control, could be a Delver variant. Who knows? My guess is more likely to... oh, is it a Storm deck? Is that what's going on? The fuck? Okay. We're playing against Storm? You named Force well. Okay, so, yeah, sure. You know my hand, so, go for it. Alright, so Chalice on 0, actually, that's why he took it, because he needed to cast the LEDs. Alright, so you only have 2 black, so... Alright, Infernal Tutor, Crack LED, Past in Flames. Yeah, you should have it here. This Past in Flames makes it look like it's probably Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Cabal Ritual, yeah, so... This one is the one that's more based on the graveyard. So we're probably more likely to bring in stuff like Relic of Progenitus against them. They don't play as many 0-drops in their deck, I think. Yeah, there we go. Good see. You got it. Alright, so, yeah, we didn't have the interaction against Ad Nauseam there. However, we're going to bring some in. Let's see. I think the relics are also going to be good. True Name is not necessary in this matchup. And probably, like, I guess all these, I guess the Trickster is probably the worst thing. Coral Helm still becomes a Lord. Oh, do I want anything else here? I don't think well, I mean, I want to keep somewhat of an aggro hand here. I don't know if I need Venser. The question is, would I rather keep this instead of, like, or do I want Venser? No, we'll keep the tricksters. We'll just do it like this. I think if we know what kind of hand we need to keep against them, then we're a little bit better. The Force of Negations help a little bit, and I think so do the Relics. I would love to be on the play. We've got forces. Like, this isn't a perfect hand, but I guess it has interaction and a clock, so we got to keep it. It's also likely we might pitch a Force of Negation to Force of Negation. I don't know. That's hard, because I don't want to get rid of this right away if I don't have to. If they duress me, do I even force it? No, I don't think so. It's going to make Cabal Therapy kind of suck. Alright, Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's fine. They can take one of these. They do get to lose 2 life for the privilege, so... If I draw Chalice, I'll definitely put it on 0. Took a Force, alright. Suggest to me probably doesn't have Cabal Therapy. Neat. Just pass. No, actually, because I need to do stuff in the end step. Sure. So he knows about these 4 cards. Sure. Hopefully we can draw another blue creature and maybe put out Coral Helm. That's actually fine too. This leaves us up both forces and we can attack. I'm not going to vial anything in here, I don't think. Well, actually, let's see. If I put Coral Helm into play, I could attack for 9. This doesn't kill them, though. Alright, so I think because they're going to do that, I think now that's going to put them at 11. So if I put Merfolk Mistbinder in play, that attacks for 6/8. Which means if I draw another Lord, I actually win. Alright, now I don't care what they take, because we still have a Force up. I guess here, so yeah, we just crack Grove and hope that we draw a Lord. Nope, okay. I mean, this is still probably bad for them. They have to kill 2 creatures or they're dead. Sure. Alright, well, there's no point in forcing this, so that's fine. Alright, see what you can do. I can just make that a flyer next turn and attack for 3, so empty the Warrens would not be enough. They have to actually just do something legitimate here. Green, okay, is that a Pernicious Deed? Oh shit. X or less. Alright, well they're at 2 cards, so it's probably a good sign. They're dead in 2 turns, and if we draw a Lord next turn, they're dead now. Bringing in Pernicious Deed, that's an interesting choice. I think we probably have a good chance here, though. There's no reason for me to show them this. They might think it's Flusterstorm or something. Abrupt Decay, that's fine. Alright, do something. It looks like they probably can go for... And maybe not lethal, though. No, they can get past In Flames. They've got this, I think. Right? Yeah, no, they have to have it here. Infernal Tutor is enough. We're gonna lose. They had, yeah, because they had like Pernicious Deed, like a board sweeper into Abrupt Decay. Like that's what saved them. So that's unfortunate. We're gonna lose here. Now they just get Ad Nauseam and win. So, all right, you got it. We didn't have Chalice against the Storm deck, so that made that kind of hard. Chalice on 0 helps a lot because then it turns off the LED. Now they drew like exactly how they needed to draw for that, and unfortunately, like the counter spells were just not enough there. Chalice, I think, was what we really needed, but didn't have it. And I mean, they had Abrupt Decay as well. It's hard to know how we could have, or what else we could have really done to like play around what they were doing. It's rough. So I mean, I think in general, Storm is probably pretty good for us, but just not in that one particular match. I beat Storm the last time I played against it. Just on the draw, or I'm sorry, on the play. Yeah. This is really risky. I'm gonna try it. Only because I have Force to protect the Vial. They mulled to 6. Okay, so that's good. This might be another match, though, where we're not going to do anything on turn 2. Okay, interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, no turn 2 play here. They didn't have, like, Brainstorm or anything. That's neat. So, okay, this looks like Stoneblade. Alright, gotcha. Okay, I don't need to do anything here. I guess we'll put a Trickster in play. We'll let him try to... We'll force him to choose between either swordsing that or swordsing... What? You just concede to a Merfolk Trickster? Okay, man. That's interesting. I guess they just had, like, nothing in their hand, so... Is it... I guess it's possible maybe that could be, like, a Sneak and Show deck. But I feel like they would probably have Scalding Tarn in that case. It seems Prismatic Vista and Island are mostly in the Stoneblade deck, so I think I'm going to hedge against it with Return to Nature. And against Stoneblade, honestly, all of these cards are pretty good, but Venser is probably not necessary. And Trickster's okay. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Coral Helm is fine. It's not super necessary. There's actually maybe Mistbinder because actually, hold on. Do we want to do that? If we're gonna cut a Lord, we might want to cut Lord of Atlantis because if it, yeah, that might pump up their True Name Nemesis. Or like, all right, we'll hedge it like this. All right, let's see. Well, this is an insanely risky hand. You can draw cards with these. All right, I'm gonna keep it. The I think because like the 4 lands here all like do relevant things, and we have Cavern to get the True Name out. I'm willing to try it. All right. Let's pay a life. Put a Commander Speaker out. If they want to counter it, that's fine. Next turn, we can just play another Commander Speaker and a Mutavault. I'm guessing Stoneforge Mystic is on the way. Yeah. So Sword of Fire and Ice incoming, or Jite. Jite would also be equally devastating. Batterskull, okay, so neat. I don't think they're playing Wastelands in their deck, so we can probably get away with... Well, the thing is, if we play Cavern this turn... No, well, they're tapped out. It doesn't matter. I'm willing to play this right now. Because playing the Cavern and then this will make this a 2-2 so it can attack. I don't see a world in which Mutavault is attacking next turn anyway. Because we're 100% jamming True Name Nemesis. We're not going to attack into this Batterskull. Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, so let's see. Do they have Council's Judgment? That would be pretty bad. There was an argument instead of Mutavault, maybe we could have played Waterlogged Grove in case we drew another Lord next turn. Oh, that's not good. Sword of Fire and I. Alright, well, I think we lose now. There's not really much we can do about that. Alright, we have to draw Return to Nature. Okay, so how do I want to do this here? Yeah, we're going to have to keep throwing things away into this. So True Name can attack. Okay. Okay. That's gonna hurt us. They can play E on 2, or they can play it on 1 and blow this up. Alright, buy us some time. Alright, that's great. So I think the most important thing here is we should probably try to return to nature this thing. Alright, that just bought us a ton of time. Now the Trickster can also tap this down if we so choose. Which means we're free to attack in with True Name. Yeah, let's kill the Narset. Okay. We're clawing our way back into this game, so there's still hope. We could have blown this up, but I think blowing up the Sword of Fire and Ice is a little bit more important. I mean, I'm fine with like losing 2 things to this. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem. I really can't afford to take a hit from this, especially not if True Name's gonna get equipped. He has the 5 mana to equip it, though. We need the other Return to Nature now. That's not helpful. We're going to get hoofed in the face for 7. And I can't afford to sacrifice this Grove because I need it for the Return to Nature. I don't want to play Lord because he has the EE on 2 and he's just going to blow up these things. We're definitely in like the 1% range at this point. Like, I don't know how we could win this race. Yeah, now I think they do it. Yeah, they'll equip your name, make it a 7/7 lifelink vigilance. Alright, so we have to draw Return to Nature here. But we're going to take 7, we're going to go to 8. And they're going to be at 25, and that's going to be incredibly difficult to come back from. Yep. We have exactly 1 turn to try to draw this. Because this True Name will kill us in like 1 more turn, basically. Playing this and attacking is not going to do it. Alright, we lose. Nope, True Name got us. Alright. It's fine. You know what? I'm going to bring the Lord in and I'll take out the 1 Mistbinder. But if we're on the play, I think there's more... you know what? Maybe Trickster should... We might be better just playing more Lords. Trickster's not as important, I guess. Dude, I don't really want to change much here. I think we have a fine deck as is. We just need it to work. So we got Coral Helm and True Name and Force of Will. This is really kind of risky as hell. Like, if they get Sword of Fire and Ice, like, we're really in a lot of trouble, and we're probably going to lose to a single counterspell. I don't know if I want to keep... This is 4 lands, and none of these lands are actually things that do anything. I don't believe in this hand. I think this is much better. This has a better aggro curve to it, and I think we can keep this. Put 1 tropical on the bottom. They kept 7. That's fine. We're really at the mercy of what we're going to draw over the next, like, 2 or 3 turns, though. Plains looks like probably swords. So I'm guessing they're going to just swords the Lord of Atlantis. Path to Exile. Okay, that's neat. I'll absolutely take mana. Islands are good with Coral Helm. Sorry. I gotta be honest though, I'm not like hugely a fan of how this is going. Because if we play Stoneforge, like we're Umezawa's Jite. I guess the Jite is. It's gonna be a while before they can use it. I think we can race them being able to do it. Okay. Alright. Gotta pick our battles. I just don't think that one's it. We need, if they cast like True Name Nemesis, we need to counter that. Yeah, like this we have to counter. And hope they don't have Force. Alright, come on, top deck, be kind to us. Coral Helm would be very good right now. Alright. It's not the best, but I mean, at least we're attacking for 4. That's not terrible. They have 4 cards in hand. That's not great. I'm hoping it's all like junk, like Narset that's really slow. Oh, that's gotta be great. What are the odds you would play something like Settle the Wreckage in your deck? Alright, just in case they picked up like Force of Will. Actually, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You're going to see Swords or Snapcaster. Yeah, it's... okay. It could have been worse. Okay, we're not out of this yet. Okay. I can live with this. This is that was a good draw. Hopefully they're just flooding on lands. Excellent, okay. So no Snappy, because they definitely would have used it. They just gave up. Alright, sick. So they had a very good chance, but they just drew like crap for a bunch of turns and then gave up against us. I think they should have played it out, though. I think they had a real chance. If they draw like a Snapcaster Mage or something, like that's huge. Even just like another True Name Nemesis, that slows me down a bit, because if you draw like True Name and play Swords or Umezawa's Jite on it, like there's a very good chance I can't race that. So I think they gave up preemptively. Like if they played a few more turns, they could have potentially turned it around. But what a comeback! I did not think we were going to get there in that game. So that was impressive. On the play again. This is all right. Sick. I think we're gonna keep this. This is not super great. I mean, we got like 4 mana sources, but yeah, it's fine. There's no reason to lead on Tropical Island in the face of potential wasteland. Forest. Okay, this is elves. Veteran Explorer. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So we're up against Nic Fit. Interesting. Which means his force is going to be important. They Cabal Therapy us, like, probably just let it resolve. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Nice try. No, I'm not making it that easy. Okay. That's fine. I think I still need to hold on to this Lord just for the force, because they are obviously going to ramp into something big and scary shortly. You can block Kumena's Speaker here. Yeah, they'll sacrifice. Oh, they forgot to sacrifice. Sorry, opponent. Like, yeah, I mean, you knew that you made the mistake. All right. So I'm not gonna put the Lord out just yet. I need to have another blue card first. All right. Oh my God, that's beautiful. All right. Okay, so I can trickster this down and attack for 8. And then yeah, that's probably gonna just do it. I don't know. Maybe I won't even. Okay, what are you gonna do here? I think I'm gonna let them block with it, and then I'll trickster it before it dies. Yep. So now it won't have a death trigger. Well, we're just bending him over here. Nisa. Nisa's not really going to do very much at the moment. Uh-huh. I'll put the Lord in now, because now the Lord just threatens to win. Beautiful. Yep. Okay. So it looks like he's playing like a red version of Nic Fit. There's a few different ones. Usually it's like black, and then like either blue-black. I've seen like black-white. Maybe I'm guessing he's probably got like white-red. I don't know. Something tells me it could be black-red too. So against Nic Fit. Yeah, that's tough. Let me. I got like a minute here to look. What do these lists look like? I haven't looked at the Nic Fit lists in a while. He definitely could have played that a lot better, but that's fine. We'll take every advantage we can get. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, okay, this looks like... I think this is the one... Yeah, this one has like a lot of the same stuff in it. Carnage Tyrant, Huntmaster of the Fells, Primeval Titan, Regisar Alpha. They might have Scapeshift in this deck, actually. 2 Valakuts. Pernicious Deed. So what is good against all these cards? Burning Wish. Actually, if they have Burning Wish, maybe we... Regisar Alpha is gonna make a... Yeah, the problem is, like, I guess we probably want Dismember. But it's not super great. It's not exactly where we want to be. And, like, Chalice of the Void's actually not very good against their deck. Maybe Force of Negation instead. They don't have any flying creatures as far as I can tell. There's nothing that, like, this is super relevant against. I guess we can bring one Venser back in. We'll submit it like that. Yeah, this definitely is not like a Chalice of the Void deck. Okay. I think this hand's fine. We can get Basic Island. Play Aether Vial, and then we can start putting, like, a bunch of pressure into play. Coral Helm getting flying will be super important. Alright, so they got Veteran Explorer. Neat. So here normally is where they're gonna attack and then maybe cast like Cabal Therapy. Sylvan Library. That is definitely worth forcing. So they're playing black, red, green. Alright. So the question is, what creature do we want to play more here? If we vial in Coral Helm next turn, we can level it up 3 times. However, I'd rather be attacking with it because I can attack with flying. So I think I'm going to play Coral Helm first. Because we can vial in the Mistbinder and then attack for a lot more. This also means if they don't attack with Veteran Explorer, we don't have to attack into it. I don't want to ramp them into like 5 mana this turn, so I'm not going to block it. Yeah, no, it's a free attack. Like, their deck is full of a bunch of like 4, 5, and 6 drops that they're trying to cast in like turn 3. So let's not help them do... Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, let's put out Speaker. So now it has flying. It's a pretty significant threat now. If I play this Aether Vial right now, he could just play like Pernicious Deed and blow me out, so I'm just gonna level this up to 3. There's no reason to commit this. I don't need it. Now if I draw like Lord or something, I can crack Grove and still pump this up to 4 and put a Lord in play. Yeah, they're not going to attack because they don't want to get hit with these guys. Oh, that's beautiful. Do I want to crack Grove? I don't actually have any pressing need to do that. Abrupt Decay, yep, nothing I can particularly do about that, so... Alright, just pass, I guess. He's stuck on 2 lands, so that's gotta be, 3, so... Alright, well... Yeah, that's gonna happen. I could attack now. I want to make them use their mana on this first. If they want these veteran explorers to die, they're going to have to pay 2 mana to kill everything. Or actually, if they crack this, I can respond with Trickster to deny them the mana. It would wipe our entire board, though. It might be worth it, to be honest. Take the 2. I could trade these 2 cards to deny them 4 lands here, so keep them off things like Primeval Titan and Carnage Tyrant. I think that's worth doing. I have 3 lands. I can top deck creatures that I can cast. Because if they're also playing Scapeshift in this deck, then I don't want them to get a bunch of lands either. That's fine. So far, he has had 3 veteran explorers die in this match, and not a single one of them has done anything. That's actually impressive. Oh, of course. Alright, well. Alright. So he can blow this up on 2 to get rid of our stuff again. Alright, he's gonna finally do it now. Doing it before I draw another Trickster. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah. We only have 2 more basic lands in our deck, so... Now if we draw Coral Helm, it would be very strong. But I'm guessing we might be facing something like Thragtusk or Primeval Titan this turn. Regisaur Alpha. Okay, yeah, that card knew about. Fencer's not useless. Can bounce this token. Uh, yeah, okay, so I think we're kind of dead here. Even if we play the Venser, I don't think it's going to be enough to beat this. Alright, I'll just concede. I don't want to show him this card in our deck. There's no reason to. Yeah, I mean, this can kill Pernicious Deed, but they're going to sacrifice it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think we're going to change anything. I think this is about as good as we can reasonably make the deck, so we just have to hold up Force for Pernicious Deed, probably. Alright, let's be on the play. This is an okay hand. I think we can keep this. You have a nice, strong aggro curve. Let's hope... I mean, he kept, I think, 7 cards, so it seems incredibly likely that he has another Veteran Explorer. Yep, it's fine. Alright, well, we don't have a good way around this, so we're just going to go through it. So let's see, what do we do here? Alright. Let's just hope he doesn't have Pernicious Deed, because if he does, we're in a lot of trouble anyway. But no matter if he just puts out like a Huntmaster or something, we can just dismember it. Let's hope that we can kill him with aggro. Nissa, okay, that's fine. We can easily dismember that and attack him for a bajillion. Attack him for 10. We have a 2-turn clock. Doesn't have a basic forest. Okay, so only 3 in his deck. I'm not going to play the Comena Speaker because if he plays Pernicious Deed, we just die. If he only plays one creature, we can dismember it and kill him. I don't want to throw this into a deed. Green Sun Zenith for 4. It looks like Huntmaster probably, which that's fine. We can hardcast a Force, that's good. The Huntmaster flip is not going to kill anything. Two damage to a creature, yeah, I'm not worried about that. Because he can't kill anything, so... Whatever he plays this turn, we can just hardcast Force, hopefully, and that'll be good enough. Sure. Okay. Uh, absolutely haram. Fuck that. Sure. I think that means you're dead, because we can just dismember this. Oh no, you cast 2 spells. You're gonna gain some life. Yeah. That's fine. So let's see, if we attack here, if he double blocks, we can just do that. He only has 2 cards left, so let's attack. See how he wants to try to do this. Okay, deal. Can draw 1 additional card here. I guess we're just hoping he doesn't find Scapeshift. So he gets to look at the top 2 and see if he can, or the top 3 cards, and see if he can find an answer. Alright. That looks like, what? Scapeshift, I think we're dead. Yeah, unfortunately, we had to force a will the Burning Wish, because he could have just got Scapeshift from the sideboard, so... Alright, let's see. Does he have enough to do this? There is... We did it as much as we could here, I think. So... 1, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we lose. Alright. Yeah, these are all at my face. Alright. Concede. Good game, opponent. That was close. That we were really close against the Nic Fit deck, but they just managed to draw Scapeshift in the last turn, so... That sucks. I think we were close, but not quite. That particular version is a little bit harder. I think we need to have more counter magic for that. Because there's a lot of really bomb spells like Pernicious Deed, but also the Scapeshift that we need to be able to deal with. The Burning Wish was also really good because it's effectively more copies of Scapeshift. So 4 on the play. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess we keep this. I'm starting to wonder if this is really what I want, though. It's another. We did play against another non-blue deck, so I mean, we get to see like the power of just swinging for a lot. I think Coral Helm would have been good. So we mold to 6. I haven't missed Silvergill so far. I don't really feel like I've had a lot of time to dick around with Silvergill. Look at this. Another, like, non-blue deck. Come on. Probably. I'm willing to bet this is not a blue deck. No, it is. Okay, so maybe this is like a Delver Pile deck. Oh, it's fucking Reanimator. Alright, we're screwed. Gristlebrand, alright. So we're gonna need to have this Merfolk Trickster up. Oh, fuck. You know what? They're not going to be able to attack with that this turn. I absolutely should have played a Lord first. That's my mistake. That 1 point of life might actually end up mattering. So if we draw 2 lands in a row, I think we could theoretically defeat this Gristlebrand. This is a blue version of Reanimator, so they also probably have Show and Tell. They're unmasking themselves. No, they're unmasking me, never mind. It is targeting me, so... They should definitely be taking this card. Yeah. Now they... Well, I don't think they should exhume. Animate Dead or Reanimate seems like the best plan. If they exhume, I'm definitely going to tap it and play Master the Pearl Trident and just attack him for a lot. Okay. I think they should have taken this, probably. Well, yeah, that works. Okay, so if that's all they could do, then we might have a legitimate chance here, because we can attack them for more than they can hit us for. We're not straight dead to Iona, or I'm sorry, Elishnorn, so... You can only draw 7 cards this turn. Didn't attack. What is your plan? I think you're gonna lose, right? Okay, I Cavern of Souls it. Oh, okay, fuck, I see what he's doing. So I should have actually attacked with the Lord. So I don't have Island Walk. He dazed it to return the island back to his hand. Dope. Why did I not play the island? I've just, like, got so fucked up by that. Alright. Okay. He's at 4. He still really has a hard time attacking into this. He can gain 7, but I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. He'll gain 7 life, but then he's going to take 8. So he'll take 1 from this. So he'll take 6 damage if I attack with everything. I understand why he did this now. I almost fucked this up. But now I think he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Did not get punished for that, even though he absolutely should have. At least I don't think we're getting punished for it. Yeah, alright. Almost got punished, but not quite. So Return to Nature is going to be good. Relic is going to be good. Venser, in case they go for Show and Tell, and actually, yeah, this too. Also Clip Wings, because that gets rid of Gristle. Yeah, fuck, our entire sideboard is actually good against this deck. So what's not good? We don't need True Name Nemesis. Don't think we really want Coral Helm Commander here. Actually, Merfolk Mistbinder is probably not necessary. Chalice of the Void is fine. What else? I guess I can take out Coral Helm. How many blue cards do we have left in our deck? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 16, 20? It's not a lot. Maybe maybe this is like too much. We're on the draw, so maybe this is a little bit too slow. They do have Cavern in their deck. Ugh, this is tough. We brought in Caracas. I don't like taking out this many cards. I can't take out a green source because I think we're going to need it. Alright, you know what? We're just going to run with it and hope that it's fine. This is going to be fine, I hope. Player Cavern, hopefully Surgical will be fine. Get Vial out. Chancellor of the Annex, that's bad. Alright, well we can't play anything this turn because of the, maybe I could have played Chalice on 0. Surgical Extraction. Oh, they just gave up. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that was an example of how Surgical Extraction just wins the game, so neat. They went for a turn 2 and it was not good enough. Alright, we're on the draw for the last one. Only one land in the draw. A mulligan to 6. I think we're safe to mulligan as well. This is better. I'm willing to keep this. I'll put one Aether Vial in the bottom. We have Force to protect Vial if we need be. I don't think I need 2. Especially if we draw like an island or something, then we can just start hard casting these anyway. Barrenmore. This means it's probably punishing Loam, I'm guessing. It could be a lot of jank decks as well. Probably a Loam deck is my guess. Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, this is my experience every fucking time that I play Vial with one land in this format. Never do they not have Abrupt Decay. That's just the lesson to learn here. Well, we're definitely pitching a Coral Helm commander to this Force of Will. Cool. Wasteland. Absolutely not. Well, I think we're going to lose this. Abrupt Decay plus Wasteland equals GG. Yeah. That's probably going to do it. Alright. We're never coming back against that. Let's not even bother. I know exactly what's going on here, and it's not worth it. Let's see, we want Relic here. Actually, I think Surgical, because they're going to play Punishing Fire. We need Force of Will to stay in the deck for Knight of the Reliquary and Plague Engineer. Chalice can come out. Chalice is useless. Venser is probably okay as a one of, but I don't think I want any more than that. You know what? I could cut Venser. It's not that important. I have to cut 2 more cards. Since they're a wasteland... Well, the problem is, like, we need the lords against what they're doing. Again, this is another scenario where, like, all of these cards are actually pretty good. I don't really feel like I can afford to cut too much. Trickster is actually great against Knight of the Reliquary. I guess... maybe Coralhelm Commander is actually what we need to cut. You know what? I'll keep 2 Coralhelms and I'll cut 1 Mistbinder. We'll try it like this. I mean, there's also an argument that Kumena Speaker could get cut. But I'm playing a deck where I want to be on the aggro. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Not like this, MTGO. Whatever. Fine. Keep. I guess Waterlogged Grove goes on the bottom. So yeah, you saw the weakness of our mana base there. We just, you know, way weaker to Wasteland, and this time I think we'll do a little better because we have the basic island keeping us in. Let's play the green creature before we lose access to green. Next turn, if I'll play Kumena Speaker and hold up Dismember, I think. Maze of Ith. Oh, that's a brutal one. Dark Confidant's a thing. So we're definitely going to have to kill that. Yeah. I gotta keep the Surgical in case they put Punishing Fire in the graveyard. Knight of the Reliquary is going to be brutal. Yeah, here comes Knight. However, if we can draw a land, Merfolk Trickster is going to be great. Alright. Sure. You're not going to block, don't do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. They're going to return Wasteland. Which means they're going to blow up our Cavern of Souls. Alright, I'm going to Surgical the Wasteland. Alright. Let's get rid of these wastelands so we can stop getting locked out by them. See what else they got in here that we should be concerned about. Grove, Dried Arbor, Garrick Relentless, that's a neat one. 1 Blast Zone here, 2 Abrupt Decays, 2 Life from the Loam, 4 Lilianas, 3 Punishing Fires, 1 Toxic Deluge, 2 Vindicates, and then another Renin 6. And they have Abrupt Decay, Dark Confidant, and Forest in hand. Alright. Alright, well we gotta kill this Renin 6 like right now. We're not very good to win this right now. Alright. Yeah. This knight's going to be a huge problem to deal with, but what can we do? It's out of dismember range, yeah. Oh, he just naturally drew Blast Zone. That's fucking sweet. What a sick life. Alright, well... He can't block because I can just activate Relic of Progenitus in response. Yep. So now he can crack Blast Zone on 2. So I could attack with the Mutavault here, but I'd rather play another Relic. Let's force him to use the zone. Alright. We're not out of it yet, but we're also not doing super amazing. If I can draw another island, I think we have a chance. Dark Confidant's kind of a risk, but I think they're going to go for it. Yep. Yeah, we're only at 12, so they're just going to put as much pressure on as they can. We really need to get an aggro plan going, and I think the only way we can is if we draw land, so I'm willing to crack it there. That's not helping at all. I don't think they're going to... Okay, if you trade Confidant, that's fine. This could give us a chance. I need them to draw, like, nothing, though. Yep. Get, like, Dried Arbor. Might be okay. Yeah, that's fine. That was a good draw. And another Dark Confidant. Neat. So this is an interesting choice here. I could dismember something, but then I also I'm in a lot of trouble, I think, if I do that. Tranquil Thicket. Okay, so effectively you can just cycle it. So he dredged 3 lands into the graveyard. Oh, you know what? I should have dismembered the Knight of the Reliquary in response if I was going to do that. This is kind of forcing my hand now. So let's see. I could eat this thing. How much can I attack them back for? I can attack them for 6. And maybe Dark Confidant can kill them. Alright. If I make this a 2, I could also trade with it. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll take 9, go to 1. I'm just hoping that, at this point, I'm just praying for Dark Confidant to kill them. That's... Sure. That's fine. Okay. They have to, like, flip Ren and 6 or something for Confidant. Alright. How good at Dark Confidant are you, opponent? Never did they not have Punishing Fire. Come on. Abrupt. Oh, yeah, no, we knew about that. Never mind. So none of these lines worked. No, that's fine. They had Abrupt Decay the whole time. There was no way we could possibly win that game. Now, Punishing Loam is just really, really tough for us to beat. I think the relics helped, but we got Wastelanded out like early in the first game, I believe, and it's just that's hard to overcome. The mono blue mana base can handle it a lot better. I don't know. I'm not super convinced that like this mana base is great against that deck, and there's the second time in the last like 10 matches of Legacy I've played that I've come up against that deck, so it might be gaining in popularity. I don't know. I think overall, like, this is still fine. Like, the change that we made is like Coralhelm. He was okay. I don't know if that's what we necessarily needed here. We could theoretically try something like Tidebinder Mage or Harbinger of the Tides instead. A combination of Trickster and Harbinger might be fine. It still buys us a lot of tempo. Gives us necessary beef, so... I mean, yeah, we ended up 2-3 in this league. It was not super great. So we beat, what? Reanimator, and we lost to Stoneblade, we lost to Loam. Why can't I remember all this stuff? We lost, or no, we beat Storm, right? No, we lost to Storm. That was the third loss. So we won against Reanimator. What was the other deck we beat? Damn it. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at it. I can't remember this. It's like after midnight at this point. I'm recording a little bit later because I did the fishing podcast. Had a very stressful last 2 days, so I'm sure I'm not at 100% right now, but you know what? We do what we got to do. I think the next league I might try a variant where I play mono blue, and maybe we will try like Mirror Regeries in that deck. I might instead, I might play like Benthic Biomancer and Mirror Regery with this, and maybe play like an extra land or something to support the 3-drops. That's theoretically possible. Then still probably like 2 Coralhelms or something. I don't know. there's room to experiment with that. I think it's worth a try though. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for tonight. I don't think that Simic is bad. I think that there's room to experiment with this list. I'm just not sure how exactly we want to go about doing it yet. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'm convinced that somewhere among this pile of cards there is a winning combination of 75 that we can make something truly horrific, but I don't know. Blast. Oh, Nic Fit. That was the other one. We did. I believe beat that deck. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that we did see like Blast Zone is kind of a problem. Yeah. It made its way into Legacy. Like essentially, the Knight of the Reliquary is just like a huge thorn in our side. So I don't know. Something like Phyrexian Revoker helps against it. The relics definitely were useful, but weren't enough to stop it from tutoring from the deck. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll think about it. I think for Wednesday I will try to put together a mono blue list so we can see kind of what that might look like if we want to build like a more Lord heavy version. We can't use Phantasmal Image. It's just not going to work because there's too many like things like Ren and 6 that can just pick it off. So, yeah. All right. Well, take it easy, everybody. I will see you guys again on Wednesday, I believe, assuming nothing terrible happens between now and then. So, all right. Good night.